G'day guys, Josh here. So basically I wanted to start this video off because I did discuss about the bot issue a while back, about the issues of the bots and what the main thing is. Now I did think about it a bit more after my video, and I'm like, hang on, I actually didn't mention this point. Okay, so basically what happened with the bots, if you guys don't know, brief situation, there's a lot of bots in this game because the way to generate gold, basically you have to run through chaos dungeons, sell mats in the AH and stuff like that. And if you want to generate a gold for a lot of real life market people where basically they want to trade, of course, money without going through the store, of course, to get cheaper gold. And they do that by, obtaining gold somewhat. So now basically at the start, Lutera was the easy way, okay? I'll get out of the game so you guys can see, my hand just a bit more. But basically, at the start of the game, Lutera Fire Rain used to give gold with his reward, so they used to farm that to Fire Rain and then log out, get a new character, do East Lutera again, over and over and over again. Now, to make bots is very simple. Basically back in the day, the most advanced bot, and I'm 32 by the way, the most advanced bot back in the day when I was 13, 14 was a mouse tamer, where you could just sit there, fish non-stop for sharks and lobsters, okay? Where they would always click at a certain point because everyone knew how long it took to fish lobsters. Everyone took how long fishes sharks and stuff like that in RuneScape, okay? So that's what they did. And then basically they caught onto that RuneScape. Jagex basically installed a random events where random events would occur during fishing. So basically people who were botting would get teleported away, get killed by mobs and stuff like that. And this was used to help combat bots doing fish botting and stuff like that. However, mouse tamers evolved into, actual bots where they could actually attack back in certain situations. And if they get damaged and stuff like that, they would attack back as well. And if someone's mining a particular node, they wouldn't mine that node either. Now, obviously, they get to advance around about my age when they're 32, and they're able to, basically go to each spot. And if they don't mine it, they go to another spot and have contingency plans in place to do it. Now, in this game, these bots that have been made are very, very easy to make. I mean, these bots where you could do certain movements have been in the game for years. Not in the game of Lost Ark, but in the game of other games as well. Such as World of Warcraft, where fish botting and other scripts and stuff like that, even interrupt scripts, are in the game as well. Where, you can put in a certain spell if it's being cast to be interrupted immediately, even if they're trying to fake cast it as well. There's a script that does that. There's even scripts in League of Legends and stuff like that to counter certain skills, immediately when they're being casted or casted at you or will hit you. And there's certain things like that as well that are used by players who are not so good and they get found out as cheaters, basically. Now, fish botting, all this stuff was very, very hard to see. Okay, it was really easy to accuse, but really hard to see. So the bots and stuff like that were really invisible, as per se. Now, this is not excusing Lost Ark's bot problem. They should be getting rid of it 100%. But in this game, the bots are more visible because you can see the bots with their random names, completely random names. And also you can see them in the main capital cities if you go to Vern or any other city like that. It is very easy to see them. That's why these bots seem more visible to you guys than, other games, for example, such as WoW, RuneScape, and New World, because those all have bots in it as well. New World's bots, if you go out in the world and you're harvesting stuff, you'll see the bots. Okay, you'll see the bots 100%. The guy will run to the location where they should be, and then runs off to another location, another node. And I've seen bots in New World as well. There are bots in New World. Now, World of Warcraft is really hard to see because you don't know the bot, because sometimes a bot hacks under the world, like a Raffle King, where the Chinese gold farmer alts would go under the world to mine Saronite, because the column of Saronite would extend all the way to the bottom, so they could get to the bottom of the world and mine it without aggroing anything above them. And then Blizzard fixed that. And also as well, the bots with fishing bots and stuff like that, their player names are completely normal. It's not like X blah 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 blah, whatever. It's just, it's there. It's very, very easy to see. It's very easy to see that it's just a normal name. So that's another thing why the bots aren't really visible. So some people may say oh, Lost Ark's got a bot problem, or they're using to bring players and stuff like that. Nah, they wouldn't do that. They wouldn't do that. As I said in my previous video, if they let Chinese gold farmers and Indonesian gold farmers, or whoever the gold farming people are, let them sell gold, they would lose money, and they can't have that. That's why they're banning them and using the VPN blocks and stuff like that. They're actually losing money because of that. Now, on the other hand, as I said, the bots in these other games are less visible. You only can see the bot when they do the action, when they do the instant kick, or where they just sit there fish botting and they don't respond, or whether you see them under the world or something like that. Like the bot that mines the stuff under the world was only discovered because someone happened to be mining a node at the same time and got the in use on the node where no one was around, and they found out the person was mining it from underneath. So guys, with Lost Ark, you can't be like really heavy-handed on like they're the only game with bots and they should do more about it. Of course they should do more about it, but don't act like the only game where the bots are completely invested in the market, because the bots also invest in World WoW market, they also invest in RuneScape market, and they also invest in New World market. Lost Ark is not unique. It is battle against bots because bots do ruin economies of a lot of different games as well, with, you know, their abilities and stuff like that. And even, I gotta tell you right now, even WoW players still probably use the good old fish bot back in the day, or the good old PvP bot as well. You know, there used to be an add-on where it just PvP'd for you, like pretended you were an actual player, but would only do specific things. You could see the person botting when they would only do a certain action to every reaction and stuff like that as well. And that's pretty much it when I talk about bots with Lost Ark. Like, you know, it's no different from any other game. Anyone really hyping this up or hamming this up is doing it for their own sort of benefit or reasons or justifications. The problem is, you know, of course, an issue. Everyone knows it. It's an issue. Don't have to appeal to authority, you know, I did. Everyone knows it's an issue. No one likes bots. No one likes people who just, like, script their way to victory rather than actually playing the game themselves. It's really, you know, shit. But overall, I gotta say, like, don't treat it as a whole blown issue that they want it. You can clearly see they don't. They've banned so many things. They've blocked, you know, they've done everything they can to stop these bots. You know, they've changed the gold sources and stuff like that. By saying that they're, you know, they're doing it deliberately so they can benefit from the botting is very disingenuous, because A, the game's free to play, so it's easy to bot. B, it's only via Steam, so it's easy to bot. They have to work with Steam to get a workaround on it. The only criticism you can really say to them is that they use easy anti-cheat. Easy anti-cheat's very easy to get past, okay? Very easy to get past. But you can see that they've been working with easy anti-cheat by saying straight up, hey, we want you guys to be good so we can counter this. And that's a good sign. But that's pretty much what I gotta say with Lost Ark and bots. I think, guys, anyone who's just going over the radar saying that, you know, that they're not doing anything about it and that it's the worst they've ever seen is exaggerating the threat massively, because jeez Louise, like, it's definitely not the worst game I've seen botting in, okay? And also, it just seems like it's a similar botting pattern to RuneScape, WoW, and all these other games when their new expansions released and stuff like that. So I don't think it's anything that bad. I think people gotta realize, like, probably a lot of old generation already know, it's just, that's like, yeah, you know, these sort of bots do occur in MMORPGs, so we were used to it. But anyways, guys, that's gonna be it for today. Hope you guys have a great day, and hope to see you guys later. Peace out. Bye. And also like, comment, and subscribe. And, you know, comment your thoughts about the bots in the video as well. I really like to know, like, you know, of what you feel about it. See you guys later. Peace out.